What's up, guys? We are still over in Nashville. I'm with my boy Isaiah, aka the Legend of Atlanta. Tell us, what the hell did you bring today?
I decided to play Trunk Xeno. Yeah, it's just been, I'm really good at mid-range, so like, this is probably like one of the best mid-range decks that you can play in the format.
Alright, so tell us, how are your matches today?
They were really good. I played against 4 Gogeta Xenos.
Easy claps.
This man fucked me, man.
I played against 4 Gogeta Xenos. I lost to one of them. Invoker on stream. I lost to Legends. U7 Goku, Blue Baby, and I think that's it, because it was 7 rounds. Yeah, that was it. So,
we probably got top 16 today.
oh yeah, definitely top 16 for sure. I was at table 2 when I lost my last one, so.
Alright, tell us some interesting cards you put together with Trunks.
Oh yeah, so I mean, like the main cards. Oh, can you see it?
Huh?
Yeah, the main cards, like, you know, you still play like the 3 drunks.
Yeah.
You need something to play on turn 0, like when you just charge your energy, so you don't just pass. 2 of those guys. I actually don't play the Vegeta super combo. You awaken in Trunks like at 6, 7, almost 8 life sometimes. So sometimes those Vegeta super combos will just sit dead in your hand.
You don't need that because no Gogeta Xeno.
Yeah, like this card is way better than, in this deck specifically, how I built it. This card is the better super combo.
10-4, 10-4.
You know, we play the blockers. I don't play the crit guy. I don't like spear boosting a lot, because when you start spear boosting too much and when you take away the mid-range kind of game of the deck, they'll start killing your Unison, and if you don't have the Unison on board, you take away your draw power, so you need that. I play 4 Trunks. I think it's good.
Alright, so you still on board with playing him at 4 in this deck, or
Yeah.
do you feel like just maybe one day to feel like letting him down a little bit?
Nah, like 4, like it. So especially today, everybody prioritized getting him off the board. Like there was never a game where like I didn't have at least like 2 of these guys removed from the game. Like, so I would rather see it like all the time, and I play 56 cards too, so you kind of just need to see it. Obviously, like 4 overwhelms, you need those.
Gotta see him.
Need those guys. I play 2 of the Goku that adds back, Beyond All Limits. I might bump this up just because of a certain tech card that I play in the deck, which I'll show later. Yeah, because it actually won me like 3 of my game 1s against Gogeta Xeno. Play 2 pans. I think it's okay at 2. I think you should, if you want to, you can side to 3rd, because it doesn't hard negate, but still having a topo is great. 1 black or brainwash. I mean, card is what it is. Gotta play 4 Unison. This Unison is the best Unison like
we ain't
ever.
trying no Bardock.
Bro, the only way most times people are killing this is if they Kai Secret Rare you. If they don't Kai Secret Rare you, this thing just sticks on board. I played 2 fighting against Fates. Some people play 1, but you can feel your drop area so quick with like the, you know, the Trunks, and with this Trunks,
yeah,
that like you can drop 2 of these in the game like it's nothing. I'll play 2 of these. You could bump these up to 3 or side to other. Maybe if Invoker picks back up, you'll side 2 more, just so you can have a negate for all of this stuff. I play 2 of these. This is really just a main deck card for Hatchiak. I've lost to Hatchiak too many times in events.
We ain't got time for hash today.
Yeah.
Now we're at 70 minutes too. We ain't got time.
Like, so it's like you drop the Trunks. If they don't kill it, then you can just drop this and just swing. So you get like 2 swings, 3 swings. You got leader and Unison, so it's really good. I play 4 thwarting, which is really weird because my Goku and Vegeta count is really low, but I'm playing 56 cards, so I gotta see it. And my Goku, Vegeta.
Players, that is the end of time. Please
my Goku and Vegeta counts are. This is it. And obviously, like the. Obviously, like the Beyond All Limits too, but I don't play a 30k in the main deck, so this is all I need. Most of the times, you want to keep at least 1 of these in the thwarting. If you open 2, you keep both, so this way you can warp them, so when you draw your thwarting, you can play it. That's really it with that. And on to some of the tech cards. I told y'all to stop playing Kai, play Champa.
Hey, you remember what happened last week, guys? We're playing this guy.
Yeah, against the Black Mirror match, I used this card as bait, Because I main deck this is my secret rare.
All right, boys.
So essentially, like the entire game plan against black is a lot of black players tend to go to 2 and leave themselves up with 1 energy. So, or they'll leave at 2 and you can bait a negate and then they'll leave 1 up. I hand up on a double strike when they're at 2 just to bait out the brainwash, and then I overwhelm for this.
And you're welcome to look like this.
I got this up to like 140K. So, like this card, hands down amazing. 1 secret identity, card's good. You can probably play 2 if you want, but I just play 1. You got a lot of removal on the deck. I took 2 Gohans. This is for the U7 matchup. So when they board wipe you, when they play their 8-drop, you free play this guy. So this way you can like dodge at least 1 double strike and try to maybe have a Support of the Dark Empire or something in your hand. This card was amazing though. I took one of these Bardock Fully Unleashed. It's really good against Gogeta Xeno, just because sometimes they'll leave a blocker on board with authority, and this just deals with it for free.
And it gets them out of here.
And then against Sin Shenron, this is free. Like, if they ever tap 6 and you pan them, like the pan negate that I play in the main, they're not going to swing out, and you just overwhelm this and just win. Like, you nuke their entire board, because nothing has barrier. Or majority of the stuff that has barrier.
They got nothing else for them.
And one thing, I don't play an actual secret rare. I just don't have one, so I just never played it. But last 2 cards, Time Bullet.
Explain Time Bullet.
So because I awaken at like 6, 7, 8 life, I've never had the time to ever use Super Kamehameha unless I force myself to 4, and I don't want to do that, especially like how time rules are. And Rebellion Hammer was I thought the next best choice, but it's just too many restrictions. It's a 2 cost. It only becomes a 1 cost if I have like 10 plus in my warp, which you do have, but you also have to warp like 3 or 4 from your drop to do it.
Yeah.
So it hits almost every other card. It can hit a Pan Secret Rare, it can hit a Merpose, it can hit the Goku counterplay, it can hit any card that reduces itself to 2 or less. I just need to have a Unison on board, and as we know, my Unison just doesn't die, so it's always going to be live. And I can play it for free by discarding 2 cards, so I can fuel my overwhelm with it. This card is actually really good. This actually won me a lot of games.
What would be, if you had an SCR, what would you play with it?
Probably Kai, because the blue matchup is sometimes really tough. So being able to just warp with Janemba Unison off the board and be able to freely swing with other battle cards is something that you need to do. So side deck, I saw 3 petrifications.
We know why.
Yeah, you gotta play it for obviously Invoker now, but really it's mainly there for U7 and sometimes a black matchup. We saw this to get rid of anything barrier. So you just overwhelm, tap 2, it clears a barrier card. I couldn't find a second. I probably would have played 2 of these. Another one just for Sin or Gogeta, or even the mirror match is pretty good against, I guess. We played 3 Mecha Kabura. This was here for U7. You can play this called an 8-drop Vegeta or 8-drop Goku, and you just pretty much neuter the turn. And if they're smart, most people, they should just pass turn and let it resolve. But a lot of people, they'll try to play battle cards and aggro you, and then you just kill them on the crackback, because you'll be at 4 or 5 energy. You can do a lot of stuff on 4 and 5. 3 Koitsukai. The card's good. We played 2 Finn. I never side decked this in. I'll probably take it out for hard
That's the same thing
counters.
I did. Like, I got Finn, I'm like...
I feel like I don't need to tap 2 energy when every deck is playing like really, really big guys.
And we gotta reserve our resources.
Yeah, like my leader already warps a guy on the backside with Spirit Boost. I got Gogeta Xenos. I got a lot of removal in the deck, so you kind of don't need this. I'm taking this out also. This card literally is like, it exists to get hit by Super Kamehameha.
It does.
Or any counterplay that
It
hits
just primarily forces that card out there.
Yeah, I would rather this just be another hard negate, because most people aren't just gonna swing into this.
Would you make that like the Kai negate?
Yeah, I would probably make like this the Kai negate. Oh well, you can do the Kai negate, but the Kai negate also turns into the same thing. I think I would actually just have these be hard negates. So like another petrification, maybe 2 more. 2 more Support of the Dark Empires.
Like you were saying earlier.
And maybe a 3rd Time Bullet, because there were times where I actually needed a 3rd Time Bullet and just didn't have it.
True.
Yeah, that's pretty much it though.
You got any special shots you want to give before we go?
Shout out to Stage Zero, my team, the boys. Shout out to Craig and Son. I know they dipped out. Shout out to Mike. He was on Baby Vegeta today. Yeah, he was on Baby Vegeta today. That was pretty dope. Also, shout out to Alex. He drove the 4 hours here, and I'm glad because I didn't want to drive. And shout out to y'all, the boys, my Georgia crew. I love y'all. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Appreciate y'all.
We out of here.
Yo.